Hi there, this is Brad Gilbert with FX Market Insight for Tuesday, the 13th of August. All right, now, not a lot of change in the major currency pairs. There's very little happening at the moment. If I just come across to the major charts, I mean, there's US CPI today is going to be the main event, and I would suspect that this is why most of the currencies are on hold. So when we are sort of placing out or planning out the sort of opportunities, you know, we've had a few little false starts here. Nice little false break there on Euro on the downside, back into the range. The Aussie and Kiwi are just starting to drift lower again. So they're sort of downtrends, I think, will come back into play. But what we're going to need is strong US numbers to get that happening. And then we'll see those move to the downside. Obviously, if we get weak CPI, US CPI, then all these currencies are going to bounce from here, right? Which is, you know, basically it's such a massive opportunity that the currencies are either going to go up or down. Now, if the US CPI comes out as expected, then I would suspect we'll see the current trends that are being in play just to continue, but we'll probably see sideways action on, you know, well, sterling doing its own thing, but euro, dollar CAD, and dollar yen's still drifting, but it's not really massively running away with it. So I think the US CPI numbers will be extremely important there as well. All right, so just coming back to the MyFX Trading Hub, just having a look here at the range of data coming out. We've got some heavy hitting stuff coming up. Obviously, the US CPI that I was focusing on, the main part of it, but it really starts the week insofar as a massive number of releases all week. We've got the UK employment numbers. Now, once again, we have seen the heavy, or the high impacting, I should say, UK data impacting occasionally. You want to keep an eye on this. Once again, the momentum is on the downside in sterling. So weak numbers sort of working with that downside momentum. It should be, you know, should work out to be some sort of cash in that opportunity. And just as an overriding thing, I don't think the zoo data today with the US CPI behind it is going to do much, but it is always good to have a look at this. It's a good historical number that, you know, usually does have a fair amount of influence. So all eyes on the US CPI. I'd say the Asian session will be pretty quiet with no major data coming out. So I don't see too many reasons to get excited just through the start of today's trading. But as we go through that European session, it's definitely going to hot up with the UK employment. But the US CPI, it's probably outside the, well, I think it's a more important number than the non-farm payrolls. But the non-farm payrolls, because of so many variables and the volatility created, often gets a lot more publicity. But this is the one number that the Fed are going to be watching very closely. All right, guys, have a good trade day and keep an eye on that data. Cheerio.